Hello and welcome back to Capital Chiropractic Health Center. I'm Dr. Kevin, and today we're going to talk about something so important that a lot of people don't realize has a profound effect on your physical well-being, and that is having a positive attitude and an optimistic outlook on life. Studies have shown that many issues, including ulcers, colitis, spastic colon, heart palpitations, nervousness and anxiety, headaches, shoulder tension, and even skin disorders are worsened by prolonged negative attitudes like fear and anger and disgust, or sadness and depression. One thing we need to be aware of is that taking care of yourself physically, getting proper rest, being physically fit, having a good diet, helps your brain chemistry and helps you stay in that positive attitude and have that good mental headspace. Additionally, a good mental headspace is going to help you get adequate rest, be more physically fit, and encourage you to have a more appropriate diet. Another interesting thing I want to talk about is how mental and emotional stress is actually processed the same way by the brain and the body as physical stress or trauma is. It's handled the same way, so it really can have a profound negative effect on you. It creates an increase in cortisol, makes blood sugar and blood pressure be much less regulated, so you're just not going to feel as well regardless of how much stress you're under, if you're under a lot of stress, whether that's mental, emotional, or physical stress. So both actual and visualized things kind of create the same response in the body, and we can use that to our advantage. We've probably all seen movies where we get a little choked up or we get an emotional response and we're like, well, it's just a movie. Why am I getting so emotional? Well, it's because we feel that issue and we actually experience that issue in our brains, and we can get a noticeable response to it. So one thing that's incredibly beneficial is to stay optimistic, and sometimes even doing some meditations and just focusing on our breathing and realizing that, things in our lives are actually pretty good, rather than focusing on the negatives in our lives. There's always stressors and there's always bad things going on in our lives. We just don't spend enough time thinking about the good things. I still have a roof over my head. I don't have to worry about if I'm going to have food tomorrow. These things are huge and they're so important. We just take them for granted. Keep in mind that life for most of us is actually pretty darn good, and let's try to focus on those good things. It really, really helps your physical health and your physical well-being as well. So we need to recognize that emotional stress and negative stressors are, of course, unavoidable. They're part of life, but we want to try not to dwell on them for too long. Recognize that they're there and say, okay, what can I do to make sure this doesn't affect me too much in a negative way? And try to stay focused on those positives. If you're struggling, no matter how hard you try, and you can't get your mind off of those negative things, you can definitely seek medical help. You can talk to a therapist, or if you just need a little bit of help along the way, there are supplements that can try to help regulate your brain chemistry, and we as chiropractors can help with that as well. So if you feel like you're struggling a little bit, you can benefit from some of those natural supplementations. Don't hesitate to give us a call, 217-391-5446, or visit us on the website, of course, capitalchiropractic.net, and contact us by pressing that Contact Us button. We hope you're feeling well. We hope you stay optimistic. We look forward to hearing from you very soon. Thank you.